Do you think you have to be addicted to posting your music on social media daily to promote it? That's completely wrong. I've spent multiple months posting my music daily on social media and only spending about 10 minutes a day on it. So let me show you the three simple steps you can do to implement this yourself. Like almost 10 years ago, when I started releasing music, I had no idea how to promote it. My best strategy would be to record very off the cuff covers on social media or on YouTube and post them and then get very little views. And even if I did get views, people weren't really checking out my song. So eventually I heard from many people that posting regular short form content, especially now in the days of TikTok and Instagram, was the best way to promote your music. And I do agree with that. But at the start, as you might know, it's not so easy. I would post for a couple days feeling really fired up, and I'd see very little engagement in those couple days, and I'd quickly run out of ideas about what to post, and pretty soon I would completely give up and go for weeks or even months on end without posting anything. You know, it feels embarrassing, but like it would be like 4 or 5 days and I'd already be burnt out. It definitely was not a sustainable way to promote music, and I would be willing to bet that some of you out there have had very similar experiences. Eventually, through studying other people, getting advice, and trial and error, I found a system for myself that meant I could easily and consistently post every day of the month if I wanted to. And this is what I want to talk to you about. So, there's 3 steps that I would recommend anyone take to get a consistent system for posting content. The first thing I would suggest is going on social media and finding some musicians you like who are promoting their music, and specifically look for a format of content that they're using that you could try for yourself. Now, if you don't want to do this, I think one of the easiest things is just to do something akin to a music video, but essentially just going outside in an interesting location and lip syncing your song. I think this is probably the easiest format to get started with. And then, so that you don't burn out, you're going to take 1, maybe 2 days out of the month if you're completely new and you've never edited any content. And you're just going to film, like you lip syncing 3 to 5 songs. You can do the math on this. And then you're going to edit those videos, make sure the audio's right, make sure they look nice, and you are going to cut them down to 20-second clips. So like that might even be the first half of the verse is one clip, the second half of the verse is the second clip. And doing the math, depending how long your songs are, you should have maybe even more than 30 clips by the end of this. Suddenly, you've gone from having no idea what to post to having a very good stash. You have a great amount of runway so that you can spend the next month doing whatever you want and never film another clip. Or if you want to get better at this, you can be researching and learning new kinds of content you could be making in the next month. And then all you have to do is spend literally less than 10 minutes a day posting those clips. I'd recommend writing out all the captions in advance in those 2 days that you're working, and just have everything ready. So you don't even have to think. You just post. Every day, you just hit post. Suddenly, just like that, 3 easy steps, now you're posting every single day. Now, you may notice that the content isn't magically gonna blow up. Obviously, posting consistently should improve your results, but this is not the end of the story. Now, if you just want to post the bare minimum, it could be, but the most important third step is to analyze. Now that you have a large amount of data, when you're just posting once every couple days and then you're getting depressed, that's really not enough data to say whether what you're doing is working or not. You just haven't posted enough stuff to even have, what gets more views, what sections of what song do people like more, what locations I go to do better, what kinds of captions. Maybe you do a different caption on one of the songs and suddenly that is doing better than the other videos. You need to have a good amount of volume. Maybe if you really don't want to do every day, you do like 3 times a week. That's going to be even easier to make that much content. And then at the end of that month, you're going to want to look at this data. You want to see what does better. And it feels almost silly to say out loud, but I know some people have never done this because they haven't posted enough. But once you've posted enough, you have this data. Now you're going to look at what did better and do more of that, and ideally find some new formats, some new things to test. That's it. Suddenly, you only have to do 1 or 2 days a month worth of work and then spend 10 minutes a day posting after that. You have consistent content for your music, and as long as you keep analyzing and improving, you will keep getting better at this. Obviously, this is not a method to blow up overnight, but I think that's part of the reason why people get dejected and stop posting in the first place, is that they expect the first thing they post to do well or to do anything, when a lot of times you have to be consistent before you even see enough information to then analyze what you should be doing better. You should really commit to at least 2 to 3 times a week posting before you even make any kind of assessment on if what you're doing is working. 1 or 2 posts is not enough information to know whether there's even anything to change. You just need more data. You just need to test more. And once you do that, it'll be a lot easier to make improvement. But as long as you're stuck in this cycle of trying to think of an idea, posting it, and then being sad if it doesn't get a lot of views, you're never gonna have enough information and context to know what to do next. So I think the easiest and most important thing you could do is to implement some kind of system like this, and it will make it way easier for you. Sure, you'll spend maybe 1 or 2 days hating it. Maybe you hate making content. But once you're done and you're posting every day with very little effort, you're gonna realize how easy this is. How this is so much easier than you've been making it on yourself. And maybe it feels too easy when I explain it to you, but until you try it, you don't know what you don't know. And you probably haven't been consistent enough to have this kind of data yet to even see what you need to be improving when it comes to promoting your music. So even if you think this seems silly, or you think by the end of the month you're gonna have no better results than you did at the beginning, if you've never tried this before, do it and then use that data and improve. That's really the only way. There's no magic pill to blow up overnight. The only way to grow an audience of people who like your music is to just slowly work on it and get better every time. Now, if you've been doing this, or once you've been doing this and you notice that people aren't sticking around, they don't really care about the songs, it seems like they're not really going out of their way to become fans and care about what you're posting next, then you're gonna wanna check out this video right here, because that is all about how to make people care about what you're posting instead of just looking at it once and never coming back. And if you have a budget and you want to supercharge this, you want to kickstart your career in 2025, and you want my help to set up a repeatable system for promoting and releasing your music, there's a link in the description to work with me directly. Otherwise, there's lots of free content on my channel. Hope you have a good one.